The Orc Lord is exactly what it sounds like. The king of the orcs. A war chief built entirely around one thing, hitting you extremely hard in melee combat. He's a pure physical fighter, massive HP, a genuine threat when you walk into his territory unprepared. He's a warrior's warrior. The card he drops should reflect that. It does, actually. That's almost the problem. Orc Lord card effect is very simple. It reflects 30% of received short-range damage back to the attacker. It only works for melee physical damage, by the way. Mechanically, though, it's one of the least useful cards in the armor slot. The fundamental problem. Orc Lord card is a card that only activates while you're being beaten. You have to take the hit first. Full damage, your HP drops. Then 30% goes back to them. You didn't prevent anything. You didn't reduce anything. You absorbed the attack and sent a small portion back as a courtesy. If someone hits you for, let's say, 30,000, you reflect 10,000. If that same player has tens of thousands of HP and the offense to justify being in your face in the first place, they do not care about 10,000 reflected damage. They will hit you again. You need to be actively losing for this card to do anything. And when you're losing in melee range at endgame, a 30% partial reflect isn't a comeback mechanic. It's a participation trophy. The armor slot problem. The armor slot is where your character's survival identity lives. The cards competing for that slot are completely game-changing. Ghost Ring card makes you ghost property. Most physical attacks deal 0 damage to ghost element. You don't take the hit. You don't need to reflect anything because nothing connects. Mark card gives you immunity to freeze, which is one of the most dangerous status effects in PvP and WoE. Complete protection from a mechanic that would otherwise end your fight instantly. Tauganka card gives you massive HP, turning you into a genuine tank. Orc Lord card asks you to give up any of these to deal 30% of incoming melee damage back to someone who's going to win the fight regardless. The Asura problem. The clearest example is Asura Strike. Champion walks up, one hit, you're dead. Orc Lord card reflects 30% back. And here's where it gets almost interesting. Champions in pre-renewal had maybe around 7,000 HP. I can't remember exactly. But if Asura hit you hard enough, the reflect might actually kill them too. So you both die. That's the best case scenario for this card in PvP. A mutual kill that sends you both back to town, where the champion respawns and does it again. You didn't win the duel. You took someone with you while losing it. In PvM, the question is simpler. Reflecting 30% of monster damage does nothing for your kill speed and nothing for your survivability. You still took the full hit. Every other armor card is either killing faster or dying less. Orc Lord card is doing neither. At best, it's a zero-sum game card. You don't really win anything. The Verdict Orc Lord is a melee king. His card makes melee attackers take some damage back. The concept is right. The numbers don't work, the slot cost doesn't justify it, and the one thing that would make it relevant, like actually reducing incoming damage, is exactly what the card doesn't do. There is one build that squeezes something out of it. A high VIT paladin stacking Orc Lord card on top of their Reflect Shield skill, sitting AFK in a farming spot and letting monsters kill themselves on the reflection. It works. It's also a gimmick, not a real build. And the paladin has dedicated reflect mechanics that already do this job better. The King of Warriors left behind a card that requires you to lose in order to function. And even then, you're still losing, but just making the other guy slightly less comfortable while you do.